Hi guys! So in this video, we're going to cover the topic of having more than one Shiba Inu. Okay, you have one Shiba Inu and possibly thinking of another one? Well, you came to the right place to learn the pros and cons of multi-Shiba ownership. Hi Shiba fans, this is Jen from myfirstshiba.com, the #1 resource for all things Shiba Inu. To cut to the chase, if you have the time and can afford the expenses of another dog comfortably, then yes, in general, having 2 Shiba Inus is better than 1. Now, the most important thing though is that these Shiba Inus get along splendidly, because having 2 fighting Shiba Inus is definitely not better for anyone involved. Okay, let's get started. Pro number 1, companionship. The main reason to have more than one Shiba Inu is canine companionship. Since dogs are social pack animals, they'll feel more comfortable and less lonely if there's another dog in the house, especially when no humans are home. This is something to consider if you need to leave your Shiba Inu home a lot. Dogs hate to be left alone for long periods of time, so having a canine companion is essential to ensure that your dog's well-being is taken care of. Pro number 2, cuddle bug or running mate. Another reason why it's great to have 2 Shibas is because all dogs have different personalities, likes, and dislikes. So where one Shiba may love walking, hiking, and exploring, the other may prefer to be a homebody and sample your delicious cooking instead. Pro number 3, keeping each Shib on their toes. The third pro of having multiple Shiba Inus is that while just having one Shiba Inu often leads to a supremely spoiled princess or prince, having multiple Shiba Inus creates an environment where cooperation and sharing is essential. This means it'll be less likely that you have to deal with a finicky eater, as having another Shiba vying for your yum-yum makes it all the more appetizing. Also, your Shiba will likely be better socialized and get along better with other dogs that he or she meets in the future. Pro number 4, your own personal Shiba Sensei. One of the best ways to have 2 Shiba Inus is to have them at least a few years apart. This way, your trained and socialized Shiba can help train your new Shiba Inu in the art of being a very good doge. This works especially well for housebreaking because the new Shiba Inu will have all of the olfactory cues to know where it's a good place to potty and where it isn't. Pro number 5, more bork. Having more than one Shiba Inu affords your household a pretty good security system. When one Shiba borks, then other Shibas are likely to join in. And if burglars had a choice, they'll likely pass on houses with noisy dogs. Pro number 6, cheaper by the dozen? Well, kinda. The final pro is the fact that dogs can often share certain things such as grooming supplies, toys, etc. So you can save a bit of moolah that way. Plus, buying and making dog food in bulk is cheaper in the long run. Just remember though, while the per dog cost may go down with multiple dogs, you're still going to be paying a lot more in total for having multiple Shibas. But if you can afford them, aren't they worth it? Of course they are. Okay, now for the darker side of owning more than one Shiba Inu, the cons. Con number 1, more time and more money. While having 2 dogs doesn't automatically double your work due to multitasking, etc., it actually still kinda does in a way. You still need to make sure that each dog potties, eats well, trains, exercises, is mentally stimulated, receives affection and canoodling, the whole shebang. So that's gonna take up a lot more of your time. Do you have that time available? Make sure you do have that time to give before even thinking about getting a second Shiba. And money, with 2 Shibas to spoil, you're gonna need a lot more of that too. Food, veterinarian bills, supplies, boarding, that's just the start. What about emergency vet bills for 2 dogs? Are you able to handle that? If not, it's probably a good idea to purchase veterinary insurance for your Shibas or rethink bringing home another Shiba at this point in time. Con number 2, aggression issues. Shiba Inus can be testy buggers, and some can even be downright menacing. This is why it's critical that you understand your Shiba's temperament before thinking about adding another to the family. Dogs are a lot like humans, where some dogs just don't get along. So to increase the chances of finding a good mate for your Shiba, try to find a Shiba of the opposite sex. 2 males can sometimes work, where having 2 females is the hardest, especially if both Shibas are unaltered. Con number 3, forming deep connections. If you're the type of dog owner that craves a dog soulmate kind of deal, then that's probably a signal that you do better with one special Shiba to love and spoil. Having 2 or more Shibas will detract from one-on-one time with your Shiba. Therefore, your love and attention must be shared with all of the furry ones. Con number 4, harder to travel. If your wanderlust jet-setting days are not over yet, or maybe have not even begun yet, it's high time to think carefully before bringing another furry family member aboard. Boarding fees for 2 or more Shibas can cost a small fortune, so keep that in mind if you don't have any family members or friends willing to take on the responsibility of caring for your Doge while you're away. Con number 5. And finally, it's all about you. If you have more than one Shiba, you're undoubtedly going to have less time to focus on your interests and passions. Are you at a point in your life where you're okay with that? Between feeding, pottying, grooming, exercising, man, the list can just keep going on. Caring for 4, 8, 12 legs can be exhausting and all-consuming. So if you don't have other family members to help with the responsibilities of multiple dog ownership, it's probably best to stick to one Shiba for the time being. Okay, now that you learned about the pros and cons of owning more than one Shiba, here are a couple of bonus tips. It's never a good idea to get 2 puppies at the same time, because instead of bonding with you, the puppies will likely bond with each other and follow each other's lead, which at that age usually isn't that great yet. There's actually a term for this: littermate syndrome. Final tip: before deciding on bringing home a Shiba, take your current Shiba out to meet other dogs, preferably Shibas, to gauge what personalities seem to click best with him or her. Does your Shiba prefer calm, playful, sweet, or active pups? What about young puppies? Okay, that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If so, of course I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. Catch you and your sheeps later. Take care.